What's the deal? My name is Dale Culver. Welcome to episode 35. We got a special episode today. Let me just set the table. Oh, I'm here with
Liani Perez at your service.
At your service. So last week it was funny. So you can see my hair's a little longer now. It's winter time, so I gotta kind of like let it grow out and try to keep a little bit warm. And I pick my afro and I leave my pick in my hair, and my son was like, "Hey, what's that in your hair?" And I forgot it was there because, I pick it up, and we leave it. It's customary. It's what we do, right? And I was like, "Oh, this is my pick. I got to, what I'm saying?" So I was like, "Hey, I used to rock this in high school, man. I used to wear this in my hair." He's like, "For real?" I was like, "Yeah, man." So I told him all about it. And then it inspired me. I went on Facebook and I was like, "Hey, guys," told a little story. My son was saying this and that. And I was like, "Can you think of any of the crazy stuff you guys used to do when we were kids?" And then I had the example of one of the things that we used to do is, I was so weird. We used to walk around with a toothbrush. Like, we would walk around school like this with a toothbrush all day. Like, we were cool, you know what I'm saying? And so then I put that up. And then everybody just started, like, posting and chiming in.
93 comments later.
93 comments later. Mm-hmm. And so it was so good. I talked to Leon. I said, "Hey, let's pick a top 10. Let's do a top 10 list, and maybe some honorable mentions and have some fun and kind of bring back old memories." So Leani, man, this list is legit. This is the most legit top 10 list of all of our old school fads, because she sat there. Tell them how you did it and came up with it.
So basically, I went through all of the 93 comments. And then I started counting the likes and the mentions.
Your batteries are low.
Yes, it is.
Take my juice.
Alright, so I do have the list. And the way I did it was I counted the likes, the mentions. I mean, you saw. I did it over and over again. I missed a few, but I got it. 10 solid, the top 10.
Top 10.
And some honorable mentions on fads.
Some honorable mentions. Mm-hmm. Wow, you guys were, brought back some memories. A couple I didn't even really remember, and you guys brought those back. Mm-hmm. And definitely there's some that we're all familiar with that you guys. So what'd you do? You said the ones that had like the most comments, well, that people commented
or likes. I did like a
little tally.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm. So I tallied. Then when I hit the 5, I kept going. Mm-hmm. So I think, should I do the honorable mentions now and then go 10 to 1, or did you want to do 10 to 1 and then honorable mentions after?
Go 10 to 1.
All right,
and then we'll do the honorable mentions after.
Okay, so drum roll, please. For fads, we're talking here 80s and 90s and stuff.
Let me see if, real quick, guys. Let me see if I can go up on there and see if I can remember who kind of commented on some stuff. You don't have that on the list. You just have the list, right?
I do.
So let me see if I can kind of go up on that thread and shout some people out.
Sure.
Yeah, which is another way of saying laugh at the guys that was rocking those crazy things. But you go ahead. Don't wait for me.
Alright, so we'll do, for the number 10, it was the Puma with fancy lacing.
Puma with fancy lacing.
Puma sneakers. And then you know how we used to do the lace it fancy? It wasn't straight out crisscross and then the bow. So I know when I was in high school, I tried to do like the basket weave. I used to do crazy things on my sneakers.
Basket, yep.
Mm-hmm. And I still have those Pumas.
Mm-hmm. You do?
I do.
Wow, you didn't like... I was a guy. I get a pair of shoes. They're beat up in like a week.
They look pretty okay.
Did you walk funny? Like, so you didn't want to crease them? You kind of...
No. I wasn't like that. No. They were very...
But they're like that soft material.
They're the soft material.
Canvas.
And they didn't look like that per se, but they were Pumas that was out from back then. I still have them.
But so the laces was... The fat laces that was big. Mm-hmm. That was big. That was the start of a...
And that was Jenny Carrera that mentioned that one.
Jenny! And that one got like...
about 3.
Okay, so right here I see 4. My boy Kibwe must have been rocking those. Kibwe's a trip. That dude, He was always into fashion. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and
he mentioned quite a few. In fact, it's on here, on the list.
And he probably wore all those things at the same time. T-Way was very hip. All right, so
then and then the number 9 was the name buckles. So they're like the brass belt buckles or metal, and they had your name on them. So I remember my friend Brenda had one and said Brenda on it.
Yeah.
I could never find my name for obvious reasons.
Yeah, no, there's
Dale?
no Leone. There's no Dale. Like, I never got to get, like, license plates or little keychains or anything like that. I mean, Dale's probably a little more common than Leone. Mm-hmm. You're not, you know? So.
I got nothing. Yeah. I got my sister Rosa, Mary, and Jacqueline. They all got name things, but this was one that was on the list. That was number 9.
Okay.
Number 8 was mood rings.
Mood rings. Wow.
I remember when I was, like, in elementary school, mood rings came out. Yeah.
First,
they go with, so they normally were oval shaped, and mine was always blue or purple.
What's that mean? You had a bad attitude?
No. No. I was a sweet kid.
Okay.
But if it turned black, I think I think once it turned black on me. So
why is black always got to be like?
Oh.
No, everything is.
It just, I don't know. Actually, someone put the lift up on what it meant.
Oh, yes, right. They do have a lift, right?
Let's see if we can look at that mood ring.
I gotta find this, though. Was that... Oh, this right here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So...
Wow. Hey, guys. Okay. So, how do you feel today? If it's black, it says nothing.
You feel nothing. You're empty.
Yeah, because... Yes.
Because black, according to the ring, is emptiness.
We don't feel pain.
If you're brown, you were nervous.
You was nervous.
Red, you were being harassed.
Okay. Orange, you're anxious. Yellow, you have mixed emotions. If it's teal, you're surprised.
And then green was romantic.
Mm-hmm.
Never got that one ever.
No?
Nope.
Okay.
Purple, happy, and I was pretty decently happy.
Okay.
And then blue was lucky, so I was feeling lucky a lot.
Huh. All right.
That's the color I used to always have right there.
That blue?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Mm-hmm. So mood rings.
What color is it if you're a sucker and you just wasted your money?
Magenta?
All colors.
Right?
White. Because a combination of all colors makes white.
That's true.
Yes.
No, is it? I thought it was a combination of all colors makes black.
Nope.
Okay.
From a
spectrum perspective?
From a computer perspective.
Like light? I don't like...
Yeah, but on a computer, when you program a computer, geek moment, when you use all colors, you effectively get white. If you use no colors, as far as the values, you get black.
Okay.
Yeah, one day I'll show you.
Which is why they call it nothing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, so it's not racist. Okay.
Well, friendship rings was number 7. Friendship pins. So friendship pins, did you ever have them when you were in high school?
I don't have any friends. No. I didn't have any friends.
You had no friends?
No.
Aww.
Not that gave me rings.
Or the pins. They're called friendship pins. So basically the safety pins used to have the safety pins and...
Oh, they had the little beads on it?
And you put the beads on them.
Yes, I saw the other kids with them. Nah, I didn't have... I recall. Those are friendship pins. Okay, cool. So
the more you had on your... and so I used to rock them on my high tops.
You had a lot of friends.
They were full of them. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You
trade them. You trade them.
Yep.
Trade them.
Yep. Friendship. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
So friendship pins was number 7. I mentioned that actually. I put a picture up on that.
I'm trying to find. Oh, here they are right here.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, there they are. And my friend Maria Victoria Cruz, she actually mentioned it as well.
Martinique had a lot of friendship pins. And Carrie. Hey, Carrie.
Carrie Harrington
had a lot of friendship pins. 2 other people like this too. Who else voted for that? Emily. You know? Can you say the last name? Lebedes,
maybe?
You're much better than me. Okay. And
Tabitha Dolores.
Okay. All right. These are the most popular people in high school who voted on the friendship rings. Congratulations for your popularity.
Number 6 was overalls. Now I wore them. but I didn't put one off.
No, you put both off?
Like, the straps?
Uh-huh. Okay.
Because some people wore one strap off.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to do that. I thought that looked odd.
Like one hanging down?
Yeah, one hanging down.
You put them both off, hanging down like that?
No, I put them both on.
Really?
Yes.
Like a slave? I used to wear it too. I wore it too, but I wore them both down. I don't remember if I did just one, but I had them both down on the side. I remember when I got them too. I made a comment too. You know what I used to do? Because I wasn't really. The good thing for me is, like we talked about, if we can find an old picture, we'll try to put it up. Might be hard for me. You did send a picture, so I'll try to stick that up. But I don't have photos of me looking ridiculous because I was never able to get the trendy clothes. I just had the normal stuff, which is, at the time, you're like, I wish I had the cool, you know what I'm saying? But now when I look back, I just look like a normal kid, you know?
Yeah.
But when I look back at some of my other friends, yeah, I just look like, I had my little stripe, my little, remember the little striped shirts that we used to wear back in the day? You know what I'm saying? I had those things, you know what I'm saying? It's just very normal.
So that was number 6 was the overalls. Number 5 were the jelly shoes.
I was sitting waiting for a long time saying, when are these girls going to fess up to their jelly shoes? Because, I remember all the girls had those jelly shoes.
I had the blue. My favorite one, I actually posted it. My favorite jelly shoes they looked like they were the Spartan look. So the jelly part was the foot part.
Oh, it went all the way up.
And then the shoelace went all the way up your leg. You used to tie it. That was my favorite.
That was your favorite?
Were red.
And you girls used to run in those shoes, climb
double dutch
in those shoes. You guys did a lot in those shoes, man. Y'all got some
we're talented.
Tough feet.
But when you first got them, they kind of hurt a little bit, so you had to kind of wear Band-Aids for the first few until you got used to them.
That's like training to be a woman. That's like those jelly shoes are like a training bra. For those.
For real, it was.
High heels.
It was painful.
Oh man, I can't believe you guys did it, but you guys did it. And you chased us, kicked our ass on those shoes. How many girls I got beat up by that had on jelly shoes?
Yo.
I thought you guys was in the gang.
I know if you took them off and you whacked with them, they were really painful for sure.
They hurt.
This was from Mike Murray, the shrimp ring.
Mike Murray.
Yep.
He liked the big girls.
I like what he wrote down. He goes, shit got serious if you gave a girl a shrimp ring. It was kind of like the pre to the, what is it? They have the engagement ring, then they have like the pre-engagement ring, and then it start with the shrimp ring.
The shrimp ring.
Yes.
I didn't remember that until he mentioned it, but my wife said she remembers the shrimp ring. I was like, you remember that? She said, yeah. I said, well, who gave you a goddamn shrimp ring?
Wasn't you?
No, it wasn't me.
She probably got it herself. It wasn't necessary. I mean, you get them yourself. I remember having it, and I got it myself.
I'll just take a girl out for shrimp. That's like $12. Like, I can't get you a ring, but we can go to the Chinese spot.
You go to the deli spot and get the shrimp ring. Was that like $16?
Yeah, just stick this one on there. Can I get that big one right there?
with the sauce.
She'd be like, ooh, he gave me scrimps, girl. Ooh. And you can suck it like one of those ring pops.
Oh, those are right.
Remember Ring Pop?
Yeah, I used to like Ring Pop. We can do an episode just on candy alone.
And we just gonna sit here eating candy.
Exactly. Here's the top 3 now. We ready?
Top 3.
So number 3 was the cross-color jacket.
Oh, specifically the jacket? They didn't just say cross colors. They said the jacket? Or did they say...
Well, they showed a jacket.
Oh, okay.
And I don't remember it being other things. All I remember was that, to me, it was an ugly jacket. It was like green, red...
So perhaps it was just cross colors in general is how I read it. So that's cool. Yeah, but cross colors was definitely.
Was it a line of clothes?
Yeah.
I wasn't familiar with that.
It was all colorful.
Yeah.
It was. I'll tell you a story about cross colors, right? I remember I went to college, right, my freshman year, and I didn't have cross colors. I went to Apex, and I got these big, baggy, colorful pants, and they were like orange. And they were bright orange.
Aye.
And I remember.
Was it a wannabe color?
Yeah.
Was it the generic brand?
Yeah, it was generic. Yeah, exactly.
Close enough.
So I had those, and they were like huge at the bottom. Looked like how the Asian gangs used to wear the big baggy pants. You could barely see their feet.
I think so. So they were like balloon pants almost.
They were regular pants, but they were so baggy because it was the baggy pants.
Yeah.
And I was skinny. And I remember, it's not like a really funny story, but I do remember I went to Norfolk State down in Virginia. I was like, I'm going to all black college with my cross colors. And I remember walking in class, and this girl was like, I never forget that. She just sucked her teeth. I was like, yo. I guess I look real stupid, yo.
Yeah. It's like, this is not the Academy for Clowns, brother. This is not the Academy for Clowns.
Yeah, man. I was like, yo, she didn't have to say nothing. She just was like...
That's all. You know when a girl sucks her teeth? That's enough. That's enough. That's a lot of disappointment in that little suck. Like,
so that was, and for me, like I said, I didn't really have, trendy stuff like that. But, I was like happy to be able to kind of get into something like that. But I'm glad I didn't really go all in on that. But anyway, cross colors.
So, and I believe your boy mentioned that. So
Keyboy?
Keyboy.
He's all over it.
And
all
then
right,
he mentioned Tim. So Tim's was number 2.
Tim's. Everybody.
But with baggy pants or baggy or shorts.
It's Tim's with shorts. That was a look. You see that picture?
Yes. Yep. I saw it with TLC. They had that look, and then he sent a look as well. But so Timberlands with shorts. I wore Tim's, but I didn't wear it with shorts. I wore them with baggy pants and my Webbo belt.
Tim's are weird. Webbo belt. I was surprised no one mentioned that. I was sitting on that. I was like, let me let everybody else chime in on their stuff. But I was like, I used to call it a Weibo belt. But you say Webbo.
It's Webbo.
Webbo, tomato.
I had white pair, I had black, I had them all.
Really?
Yes.
No one mentioned it, but I do remember those. Those were popular. Those were popular.
And then, so the number 1, the number fad was the starter jacket.
Starter jacket.
And I never had a starter jacket. I think I borrowed it from a boy because I was cold. And it was, I think, the Miami Dolphins one.
Did you give it back to him? Or you just sent him home in the cold?
I gave it back to him when he brought me home. Of course I did. I'm like, okay, thank you. Here you go.
Okay.
And he just stood there. I was like...
He's like, you gonna give me my shrimp ring? Back?
They gave the jacket to his face. Thank you. We're all set.
Ran in the door.
We're all set.
Yeah, we're all set. He went for a kiss. You like?
Yeah, I was like, meh.
So the starter jacket was the number 1. Okay,
he was starting something with it.
That's why I call it a starter jacket. Yeah. Get her this and get this.
But there was mentions. People mentioned other teams like Chicago. There was other teams that were mentioned here.
Over the starter jacket. I had a starter jacket. I was fortunate and happy to get it. I got it from my brother. This is the ugly cross color jacket that Keyway posted.
So Keyway, send us your picture.
Too.
Yeah. It's like the Jamaican colors almost. Except missing yellow. Oh no, we got a little bit of yellow.
But it's cool.
I wonder what the history is on cross colors. We gotta check it out. Who was the one that started the fad?
Yeah, we can look that up. Let me know what you find.
So there was the list right there. We do have honorable mentions.
Yeah.
So leg warmers was mentioned.
Leg warmers.
I love them. I'm still rocking them. They look good with boots.
Really?
Yep. So leg warmers are back. High hair. I know Carrie was the brave one to put a picture. That was awesome. Is that her, do you think?
Carrie Harrington? Yeah, I mean, she wouldn't post somebody else. Oh, like she might have just said, here's an example.
So, Carrie, I'm not sure if that's you or not.
That's her.
Is it her?
Well, I'm going to say it's her.
Okay, it's you.
We're going to assume it's you.
So look, and I know you're going to post my pictures that I sent you. I had the feathered hair look. For you all to remember, you can see it in all my pictures growing up with you guys. It was not a mullet. We didn't call it mullet. It was called the feathered look. You go into the hairdresser and you ask for the feathered look. So that was huge. Just saying.
The feathered look. That's marketing.
Somebody said it was a mullet because it's short here and feathered, and then the back is long.
Yeah.
But no.
It looked good.
Of course, I looked fabulous.
That was the 80s?
Absolutely.
80s? Yeah, I mean, in the 80s it was nice. When you look back, though, it'd be like, really? That's a mullet.
No, it's not. And then the parachute pants, like MC Hammer wore them, and I believe someone posted it.
Okay, here's a story about the parachute pants. First of all, that's what I've been waiting to get to. Can't you tell, Keyway, I was waiting to out you on that for like the last 10. Keyway had the parachute pants. I just call them hammer pants. And there's a story on that comes up every once in a while. We start reminiscing about the old days. My boy Steve, he had the hammer pants. I wasn't there this day, but Keyway and him and his brother won't let me forget it. But my understanding is that because we played a lot of basketball and Stevie had the hammer pants. And if I remember, they were like a pinkish, reddish, purplish type of color. If I'm remembering right, did I got that right, Steve? But he had the hammer pants, and as the story goes, he was pissed because he was trying to play ball, and he tried to cross over. But he couldn't get the ball between his legs because he had them baggy ass hammer pants on, and so that's the story. I thought it was funny. Yeah, so
he's trying to do that little move where they go like this through the
exactly.
They got caught like a net.
Yeah,
it was like a net. So for that one instance, the parachute pants became like a soccer net. Boop.
Yep, and they called travel. They called travel, and he was upset. He lost the game. But so I wasn't.
This was in a street game, not in a high school game, because you have to wear high school shorts. Right?
You can't be the only one playing hammer.
Can you imagine?
Oh man, no, it was street ball, man. We used to play street ball. But yeah, that's a great list. Okay, so on that list. Like I was just sitting, lurking on the list, looking, letting people, but nobody mentioned a couple of things.
Right.
I was waiting for somebody to mention the fanny pack.
That wasn't really a fad, though.
What? What do you mean?
I don't know. Was it?
The fanny? I traded a Nintendo video game cartridge to
get a fanny pack.
To get a fanny pack to Charles Wood. Charles Wood. Charlie. I traded Charlie one of my Nintendo games, and he gave me a fanny pack. It was that trendy. It was that hot at the time. I wanted a fanny pack. You know what?
You're right.
They were hot. And
my memory is just off. I had a white leather one, Jordache. I had a Jordache. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had a Jordache white one.
Nobody. See, you guys didn't want to out yourself because you knew you didn't want to be. I ain't posting a fanny pack. And also, along with the fanny pack, what made it even more crazy is we used to rock, or should I say they? My mother bought me a pair, but I was like so skinny. I was like, really? The bicycle shorts.
That was
the spandex. The spandex.
That was more in the 90s, though.
It's still old school for me. When do you think I was born?
For you. That was
not 90s. You know why it wasn't 90s?
Why?
Because I was little and I was skinny when my mother bought those for me. I was a little kid. I would not have worn in the 90s. In 90s, I was 16. My mother would not have bought me, and I would not have tried to wear some baggy spandex pants.
I don't recall.
With a fanny pack.
Don't recall that.
You know?
No.
She's pleading the fifth.
I'm not. I really don't recall that.
Yeah. Yeah, she's pleading the fifth. You don't remember a couple singing groups that used to dress like that? Like Full Force, I think, and those guys. Well, you lived in New Hampshire. You can't be walking around.
No, I didn't. I only been in New Hampshire like 20 years.
I got only that, 20 years. Oh,
well, okay, I got there like what? I got there.
Okay.
I got there when? Like 97.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, 97 I moved there.
Mm-hmm.
But in the 80s,
mm-hmm.
I do remember like the wet Jerry curled look on the singers and like the barge, and then the wide shirt with everyone had the shoulder pads.
Oh.
So everybody was looking squared off, right? And then they had the crossover shirts with all the colors and
nobody mentioned that. No one mentioned the Boss shirts. Remember the Boss shirts that the girls used to wear, hang off the shoulder, maybe cut hair. The bodybuilders and stuff used to wear it.
So that's like flash dance. I had that.
You had that?
I did. So I wore that with black bubblegum pants.
What's bubblegum pants?
They were like, now they call it lycra, but back in the day we called them bubblegum pants.
I called them spandex.
Okay, but I call them
the ones that you don't mysteriously remember.
But you said shorts, biker shorts.
Oh, so yours were like long pants?
Because for me, biker shorts has pads in between so you can bike. That to me is a biker shorts because I do have biker shorts for biking. So you're talking about the spandex.
Like these, we call them biker shorts, I think. Spandex material, whatever. Yes. They didn't have pads though.
I did wear.
They were rocking them.
I call them bubblegum pants with the leg warmers.
Why do you call it bubblegum?
I don't know. That's what we call them.
Is it the colors?
Because they're stretchy like bubblegum.
Okay.
They were stretchy, and I had a gadunk back then. I was always skinny, but I always had stretch. And then I had the leg warmers and the chino shoes.
What's chino?
The black shoes that look like the kung fu. What's his name? Bruce.
Chinese slippers. Why do you call it chinos?
We call them chinos.
Chinese slippers.
You call them Chinese slippers. We used to
I know,
call them
I'm
chinos.
racist. You call them chinos. Yeah,
But
she's
that's what they
politically
were called.
correct.
They were called chinos.
Really?
Yeah.
No, we call them
They were
Chinese.
black with tan on the bottom.
You had those?
Yes. I had tons of those.
Really?
Yes.
I used to want those.
They were-
As a guy, because, you know, kids love
Guys
karate.
wanted too.
Yeah.
And I remember another haircut that nobody mentioned was the guys had the tail, like the duck tail in the back. Is that what it's called?
I had a duck. Yeah, I had a duck. I had a crooked duck. I remember when I first got my duck, my brother's boy, my older brother. He was like, "Yo, your duck's dope, yo, why your duck crooked, yo, why your duck crooked?" I remember because you know what I'm saying, terrible haircut. But yeah, I ever had a duck. That was tight.
Yeah, I loved it. I remember this one guy. He was a break dancer. He's from Providence. He actually performed in one of those breakdancing movies, and he had the dark jet black hair. Right here was he peroxided, so it was golden blonde, and his tail was long.
Okay, okay.
What?
So I was about to ask, is a duck? See, for me, the duck was not long, but that just like a strip that goes to the side. You know what I'm saying? Maybe because you know what I'm saying.
No, I'm talking
maybe
about
because
the
of African American
it's
hair,
called
so
the
it
tail.
comes down and then it bumps out a little bit. So a duck would be like. So if I was to draw it, which you guys can't see, the side of the guy's hair would be like this. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I don't
But if
remember
that's a
seeing
little
that.
duck. But yeah, I know what you're talking about like this.
Yeah, so the tail, so if people had hair like mine.
That was so
the guys.
whack.
It was not whack. It was awesome.
That was so.
No, it wasn't. Especially when they started popping and breakdancing on the linoleum, and they had that. That was hot.
Yeah, ladies like it, but that was kind of weird. I never had that. But it was cool. It's cool. Yeah, all right, yeah.
This was fun.
That was good, guys, man. You guys, oh man, you guys were so cool back in the day.
Yes, we were.
Man, you guys are so cool.
But the thing is, I don't have a lot of. You know how today everyone takes a picture of everything?
Yes.
Like everything, what
Yes.
you eat, what this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
Back in those are all memories. Like as you're talking, I'm starting to remember things, but
Yes.
I tried sending you pictures, but I don't have those fads.
That might be a good thing.
Probably.
It might be a good thing.
Someone can hold it against me.
It's just there's so much ridiculousness back
Yeah.
then that it's like I think it's probably good for us that we just have memories that we can just laugh at.
I will say this: if you're holding an '80s party, can you stop disrespecting our looks? Some people go to these '80s party and they go all overboard. They like mix things up. Stick to one look, either punk rock. So the pictures that I saw, I noticed that I had some punk, so I had a tie in one of them, like that punk rock look.
And you had a blazer on with the rolled up sleeves type
Yep,
thing?
I did wear that a lot, the blazer. Yes, I did. And then, but it was, you know what I mean? Some people who do the '80s party today in the millennium, they overdo it. They're like they put the black bracelets, so they have like 100 of those, and then the neon gloves, and then the neon glasses, and it's like, no, you're mixing too much together. Keep it simple. Stop dissing our looks.
Okay, yeah. And you mentioned the Jordache, man.
Damn, man, Jordache was the bomb.
I remember I had some Jordache sneakers. My mother bought them for me.
My first job, I bought a $30 pair of Jordache jeans.
$30?
Yep.
That's a lot.
I know it was. Back in the day, it was. They were very
You
expensive.
thought you were hot stuff, huh?
Well, it was my first job. So I said, I'm going to buy them. I'm not going to ask my mom for clothes. I'm going to buy them myself. So I bought that. I used to make like 80 a week working with kids. So I gave my mother 50 and I kept 30 for my jeans.
Really?
Yeah.
I would have gave my mother 30.
No.
Bought me a pair of Jordache and some candy.
No,
That's good. That's very good.
Yeah.
Wow, 80 a week's good. Where were you working at? You were selling drugs?
I was working for Blackstone Valley Community Action Program.
They gave you $80 a week?
Drugs. Yeah. Working with kids in the park.
It's the 80s. You probably
And
selling crack.
No,
She's like, I started selling crack in the 80s.
No.
I gave my mother 30. Nah.
No, I was working with kids, giving them lunches at the park.
You did that too?
Yes.
Me too. That was my first job. I ain't made no $80 a week though.
I worked a lot.
I did not make $80 a week, but that was my very first official job on the books. I was giving little kids lunches out at the school. So
Sometimes it'd be frozen, like the oranges would be frozen.
that's the best time.
Yeah.
That's the best kind, man. Only the peanut butter hamburger sandwiches would have
Which
worked.
park was you at? I was at Jenks Park in Central Falls.
Jenks Park. I was at Sackett Street in Providence, off Elmwood and Broad. I guess it crosses between Elmwood and Broad. I was at Sackett Street doing
So it's
that.
called Sackett Street Park?
I think so. Park, not park. Park.
Park.
But yeah, yep. That's where I was. Yep. Just
This was fun going back down. Like it would have been awesome if we had pieces of from that back in the day.
like to wear.
Yeah, I still have my jeans with the suede that was mentioned down there. The ones with the whatever they call it.
With the pleather.
No, mine was suede. They were real suede.
Oh. Okay.
Yes.
Well, you did make $80 a week. That's pretty good. All right, this is good, guys. So thank you for participating and doing the comments and all that good stuff. So appreciate it. Next time. Boom.